Well, hi there. Before I get started this week on my ROH review, I'm just saying that I haven't really been doing ROH videos just because I haven't really been interested in it that so much. But with that being said, I thought I would do one for this week because there's a little more going on this week and on next week's show, well, which I'll get to in here in a little bit, But anyway, let's just get started, shall we? So the show kicks off this week with the Prodigy Mike Bennett along with Maria Kanellis and Brutal Bob against an ROH newcomer named Adam Page. Well, really there wasn't much to say about this match. I mean, yeah, Page he had a couple moments in this match, but really this is just a squash. Bennett goes over with the TKO. After the match, Brutal Bob and Maria get involved, and then you have Dudley Do-Right himself, Eddie Edwards, come down the ring to save Adam Page. I'm not really sure what's up with this. Isn't Edwards supposed to be having his Die Hard challenge where he's challenging old ROH world champions like last week with Davey Richards? And Best of the World, he's going to take on Homicide, who's another former ROH World Champion. So, I don't really get what this is all about with Eddie Edwards coming to the aid of Adam Page here. I guess next week, it's tying in something that's happening next week. He's gonna take on Brutal Bob. That ought to be a doozy. All right, next, Steve Corino, Jimmy Jacobs, and the World Heavyweight Champion Kevin Steen coming down to the ring. And Corino says it's a gosh darn shame that the ROH and Jim Cornette aren't taking care of their world champion. Because most times it's a good thing to do that. That's about all he says. And then Steen's talking about how he's been wanting to get Davey Richards in a television match for the longest time. And that will happen next week because next week it's going to be a tag team match between Kevin Steen and Jimmy Jacobs along against Team Ambition themselves, Davey Richards and Kyle O'Reilly. Well, that should be good in itself. Then he's talking about how at Best in the World he's trying to push through the idea that it should be a one fall to a finish match, anything goes, no DQ. Package pile driver should be legal, and why not? I completely agree with this. I mean, if you can get Davey Richards out of the title picture, that's big ups in my book, brother. Okay, then next you had a match with the Briscoe brothers for their first match on television since losing the ROH World Tag Team titles at Border Wars on that Fight Without Honor match. They took on a tag team I've never seen before. Off the Wall Sam Shaw and QT Marshall. Marshall looks like Marshall to me, but I digress. Truth Martini joins Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness on commentary. Not much to say really about this match. Briscoe's won with the Doomsday Device, homage to the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. Afterwards, Martini challenges the Briscoes to a match at Best in the World against his Guardians of Truth, whoever the hell they are. And of course the Briscoes are going to accept, which they do, so that'll be it. I guess it'll be interesting to see what happens in that match. Who knows who they are? Martinez seems to think that they're a team that if they know who they were, they'd be running for cover, but guess we'll see who they are, won't we? Okay, then you had the Inside ROH segment, just basically talking about Best in the World on June 24th. That's a week from Sunday, folks. They just kind of go down the card. ROH World Tag Team titles, All Night Express against World's Greatest Tag Team, Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team, whatever the hell you want to call them. Just They show a little package detailing their rivalry. Then they got the Die Hard challenge with Eddie Edwards against Homicide, which I alluded to earlier in the review. Then hybrid fighting rules. Ooh, that ought to be interesting. Adam Cole against Kyle O'Reilly. You know, if I want to see a UFC match, I'll watch UFC. Thank you very much. Then you got another match. Fit Finlay against the Unbreakable Michael Elgin. That could be interesting. Then that match that was just made earlier in the night. The Briscoes against the Guardians of Truth. Truth Martini's new tag team. Whoever the hell they are. Then you got the triple threat match between Roderick Strong, Jay Lethal, and the dominant male Tommaso Ciampa. And hopefully it's a real triple threat and not a three-way dance. Yeah, there is a difference. I know you guys know that out there, and I sure as hell do. I've only been watching wrestling for about 37 years now. I've been watching it since I was 7 years old. I used to watch the old All-Star Wrestling with Rufus R. Jones and Harley Race and Buzz Tyler and Bruiser Bob Sweetan and all those guys. Yes, I am dating myself. Thank you very much. And then the main event, Kevin Steen against Davey Richards. Will the package pile driver be legal? Will it be an anything goes, one fall to a finish match? I would have to think it will be, but I guess we'll find out next week. Then also, there's going to be a Prodigy service announcement with the Prodigy himself, Mike Bennett, along with Maria and Brutal Bob. So, gee, that could be interesting also. What could that possibly be? But guess we'll find out, won't we? And then you had the main event of the show for the World TV title. The champion Roderick Strong, the Manila Midget himself, against the dominant male Tommaso Ciampa with Prince Nana, Barrister R.D. Evans, and Princess Mia. I guess the Ernesto or Cyrus couldn't make it this week. But anyway, gosh. I like Ciampa, but it just doesn't work. This doesn't really work when you have two heels wrestling each other, because the crowd really didn't seem to care about it, and neither did I. It's kind of funny that there actually was a court of honor between the managers, Martini and R.D. Evans and Nana, but Strong nailed Prince Nana, tried to interfere, and then he gets nailed. And then Ciampa did hit the Project Ciampa on Strong when R.D. Evans was distracting the referee, and then when he went for the pin, Prince Nana cost Ciampa the match. Like, what the hell? I don't know what the hell's going on here. It's like, did Prince Nana have a brain cramp, or is this all part of a bigger plan? I guess that's probably what it is. I mean, or is the House of Truth and Embassy Limited are they gonna merge into one? It's like, So Roderick Strong wins by DQ, and Tommaso Ciampa wasn't a very happy camper. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay, my final thoughts. I don't know what the hell Eddie Edwards was doing out there in that match with Bennett against that Page guy. Almost like he's trying to be a good do-gooder, kind of like last week when he declined the victory against Davey Richards after the interference by Jimmy Jacobs. I didn't really get all that, but it has nothing to do with his Die Hard challenge, as it were. So didn't really get that segment. Steen wants an anything goes match against Davey Richards for at Best in the World. I hope he gets it, and he should. That should put the end to Davey Richards' title hopes for the time being. So then the Briscoes tag match against the Guardians of Truth at Best in the World, that should be interesting if nothing else. Is there collusion between the House of Truth and the Embassy Limited? Could they be putting in a? Could they be maybe setting up a merger or some sort? I don't know, but anyway, let me know what you thought down below, and subscribe up above if you haven't already. So, for the ROH review this week, this is Marvelous Mark signing off for now. Bye bye.